Fool's Ebony, Part the Tooth. Bearing mostly on Fool's Ebony and Temples. Same place, same inn, a bottle or two later. Enter Prologue, the Adventurer, and Lieben. Prologue. Little has occurred so far in our comedic drama. The Adventurer, our dark elf rascal, has bought drinks for 2 priests of Akatosh. All have drunk considerably. One of the priests has rushed off in pursuit of his lamp girl, and unless I've forgotten something or something happened when I was paying attention to something else, that's a complete synopsis of part the 1th. Ah, here come 2 more priests. Humble prologue, must depart. Enter R, A-I-C, and S, T-E-T-E. Raik. Evening Laban, evening stranger. My fellow priest here is Stete. I am Raik. We are honored to serve Julianos. Adventurer. What is this anyway? Priest night out? And I thought that your temples, Akatosh, Julianos, the rest, I thought them all cutthroat competitors in theology and gold, if you will forgive my bluntness. Yet you all seem the best of friends. Come to think of it, didn't I have words with Stata earlier? You said you were of the Temple of Stendar. R-A-I-C. A common misconception, friend. Lieben. But one that we encourage. R-A-I-C. Really, we all work together closely, move between the temples as needs dictate. L-H-E-B-A-N. Exchange information. R-A-I-C. Share funds. State. Swap our sisters. Liebenkick state. Enter prologue. Prologue. Sorry to interrupt the merry slapstick, but I neglected to mention earlier that the Fool's Gold Saga, if that is the word, contains gratuitous reference to priestly misdeeds and sexual excess. I hope those of you in the audience of peevish, prudish, sullen, frumpy, or grumpy demeanors are not offended. Now then, on with the entertainment. Exit prologue. Leben, and all that. R-A-I-C. But it helps in our holy work if we are perceived as separate and, competitive. Leben. Mind you, there are 1 or 2, religious organizations, well, sort of, that we do not have anything to do with. R-A-I-C. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Animals. Just animals. Adventure. Such as Lieben. Well, the Dark Brotherhood for one. Nasty bunch of thugs. And then there's the After Dark Society. Aside to Raik. This fellow seems a decent sort of chap. Seems to know something about mages and fools, Ebony. R-A-I-C. Aside to Lieben. Really now. How interesting. To all. Hey fellow, have another bottle. This will bless your throat. My. Yes, indeed it will. Adventurer. Thanks, Raik. Don't mind a bit. Lieben. But let me continue. I was explaining about this Fool's Ebony to you. R-A-I-C. Yes, Fool's Ebony. Lieben. Well, Fool's Ebony now. Well, you know about ordinary ebony, how it's rare. Only some dwarven clans dig it and sell it. And not too many these days and times. Steety, how's that popular song go? Singing. Where have all the old dwarves gone? Long time ago. Lieben throws Inkeep at Stete. Raik breaks chair on Inkeep, and Stete. Inkeep loses consciousness. Leben. There's a pile of real ebony up in the Rothgarian somewhere north, I hear tell. You know how that dullish black ebony gets worked over by mages, by some skilled armorers, made into all kinds of potent weapons, amulets, belts, what have you. All fetch a huge price when you can find any. and how the best was made long ago by those old dwarves. Stita rises to his feet. Liban kicks Stita back down. The adventurer loosens his tunic. Liban, oh my apologies, friend. Sir, I see you have, what's that, an ebony torque? Oh my, and an ebony katana. Oh my. So, of course you know all that, sir. Adventurer. Oh, that's all right, you didn't know. Here, have another bottle. Liban. Many thanks, kind sir. Well, then you know how every adventurer, even snotty kids, all the dungeon delvers, are always looking for ebony artifacts, weapons, whatnot. But what you may not know, some of the more experienced delvers hunt for raw ebony loads, piles, dwarven leavings. That stuff, the raw ebony, is far more valuable. Adventurer, the raw, unshaped material that provides work and power for so few, apparently just loaded with negative magicka. R-A-I-C. Right. Liban. Yes, right so, quite so. Well, fool's ebony now. Looks just about like the real raw stuff. Runs in veins in the deep rocks. Feels the same, smells almost the same. But the big difference is not real ebony. No power at all. If you pick some up, it gets your hands a bit dirty. Softer too, by all accounts. But sort of shiny too. But who can tell all that? Deep in some old mine, maybe a ghoul breathing down your neck. So, it's just grab and run, I guess, down in those nasty holes. So the fools, the kids, the crazy delvers are always hauling up a sack of fool's ebony, and getting laughed at by the merchants, dealers, mages, us. Hence the fool's part. Stuff just gets thrown into the bay. Adventurer. Yeah, that's sort of what I heard from some mages. But I heard something else too. Liban. And just what was that, friend? If you want to tell us, of course. Sir. Adventurer. Oh, of course. I think that we can come to, an arrangement. Liban and Reich, together. Certainly. Oh, yes. Adventurer. So these mages, Shub and Shub, they are always called Shub, aren't they? Anyway, these old guys were saying how this fool's ebony can burn, not magically, but like an ordinary piece of wood. But the flame lasts far longer, gives off lots more heat, makes no smoke to speak of, no noise. Very interesting. Mages were saying as how the alchemists wanted to heat the retorts and flasks. How the Mages Guild wants it to make and sell, fake amulets and the like. Rotten trick that, and especially the armorers, they want it bad for their forges, I guess, and the alchemists for their alembics. Levin, precisely my information. Now, gets cold up here in the winter, doesn't it? And everyone is cutting down all those trees, making siege engines, boats, all that evil war machinery. All those rich royals and merchants got to heat their great big piles of homes, so their contessas can run around in next to nothing instead of furs. State, just like my sister. Laban bites State's arm. State shrieks and falls unconscious. Adventurer, all those armorers got to keep their hearths and furnaces running. Laban, all the mages got to keep their familiars warm. R-A-I-C, all those royals got to keep the contessas running. Liban, all those peasants got to keep their animals warm. Adventurer, and Sheogorath with the wife and kids, right? And I guess it's sort of hard for you priests to give blessings and cures when your fingers are all cold and stiff. Makes getting corks out a tad hard, to say nothing of opening those little twists of parchment. R-A-I-C. You speak truly, indeed. Laban, a man of wisdom indeed. Yes. Adventurer. So, where do we find this fool's ebony? In quantity. Laban. You put your finger, you have 6, I note. Oh, excuse me, sir, on the crux of the matter. I have heard rumors, just rumors mind you, that there are huge, enormous veins of this stuff at one place on the surface, far up in the Rothgarians. Bad, bad place to go. But if you can get there and back, cartloads of the stuff. Adventurer, that's just what I overheard from those mages, far up there in the Rothgarians. Orcs, dragonlings, Dadra, Sheogorath only knows what. Those mages seem to know the spot, though. Mages wanted someone to... Reich, you didn't talk to the mages. I mean, you haven't... Adventurer, oh no, they didn't even know I was there. Aside, not yet anyway. Lieben, good. Can't trust those mages, you know. Old fossils would turn their own mothers into sludge toads, just for a bit of gold. Gold mad, power mad, mad, the whole rotten lot of them. But then, they don't have mothers. Rake. Excellent. Seems to me, friend. Or, can we call you partner? Yes? Excellent. Seems to home, partner, that my brother priest and you should do some digging and poking around. See if we can get to those veins, those deposits, eh? Adventurer. Yes, indeed, partners. But it would cost a fair pile of gold to get up there. Weapons, spells, women, clothing, carts and horses. Women, food, potions. Best go well prepared up there. Leben. No problem, partner. Our temples have certain resources, such that if we were guaranteed sole access, sole knowledge of the location, then we could finance someone with the requisite skills, such as yourself. Just by happenstance, I am keeper of the books. You see the opportunity? Adventurer, oh yes. Well, let's split a last bottle and shake on an agreement? Lieben, indeed, let us. We first need information. Who knows about the site up there, where it is, how to reach it? Why don't we meet back here in, say, a week to the hour, and see what we can learn meanwhile? RAIC. We need to find a merchant, too. Someone who can handle it for us. Warehouses, distribution, Liban, and keep a shut mouth. Adventurer, I'll make some inquiries about merchants. Got a contact or two. Trouble is, well, you know how these things go. Few golds here, few there. Before you know it, you've bribed half the town, or so it seems. Now, as luck would have it, I don't have much. Got swindled by a wretched mage, some town south of here, and lost most of my belongings in a shipwreck. Leben. Ah, yes. You need some seed money, as it were. RAIC to Leben. Let me lift old Steed's purse. He made a lot renting out his sister last week. Lieben. Thank you, Reich. Here, about 100 gold. Enough. Adventurer. Oh yes, more than enough for a start, gentlemen. Good. So we have a deal? Adventurer. Yes, it's agreed. 1 week. Exit Laban, Reich, dragging Stite. Exit the adventurer. Enter epilogue. Things are happening now. I doubt it not. Patrons, I request that you recall that this is a work of fiction created by one of the finest writers of the asylum, Princeps, Arch-Prince of all Somerset. There is no such thing as fool's ebony. Furthermore, ebony is not mined as the priests have described the process. Grasp that, please. If you can still enjoy the play as a rude work of fiction, stay with us for part the 3rd. If you can't, farewell, and don't forget to tip the wenches. And so endeth part the Twoth.